Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of The Founder, and today we have yet another interesting person who is an adventurist and also the owner of EcoGrip Adventure. So please welcome Sameera Liyanagamage. Hi Samira, welcome to the show. So
you.
how are you doing?
Great. We're having a busy period, so enjoying the time with the water and the adventure.
So shall we move on with the questions?
Sure thing.
Okay, so who is Samira without the title?
Okay, so I'm a traveler,
Mm-hmm.
a little bit of adventure junkie, off-roader, part-time musician. I sing for a couple of bands,
Nice.
and I'm a street photographer. So that's me
That's about it.
without the titles.
Awesome. Okay, Samira, so what's the story or what's the origin behind EcoGrip Adventure?
So EcoGrip was founded by people who are passionate about nature, adventure, and a little bit of charity work. Let's say who are passionate about sustainable tourism. So we were looking for options, whereas we were doing hiking, we were doing cycling, and we wanted to kind of when you evolve, you always want to look for new opportunities, and we found out about kayaking. So it was a novel thing, like 13 years back. Nobody was, not many was doing it. So we had to do a lot of research. We had to learn about it, and so get qualified, and a lot of research done because it was a challenge. Because if you know, Sri Lanka is blessed with so many waterways, 103 rivers, thousands and thousands of tanks, and we are surrounded by sea. Unfortunately, majority of the population is not that keen on doing adventure events, like for an example swimming or kayaking or water-based activities, because majority has a fear for water. So our challenge was to change that mindset, because Sri Lanka is a beautiful country. It's got so much of beautiful places that you can go only maybe by kayaks, maybe hiking. So we wanted to show that part of the country, and we also wanted to do a paradigm shift of people's beliefs and the fears. We wanted to take out the fear from the majority of the people, that it's a safe experience that you can do maybe with your family or as a solo traveler. So that was our motivation behind founding EcoGrip. So after 12 years, we're happy that we have changed quite a lot of people's life through adventure, making them confident about not only about adventure or the things that they do, make them believe that they can do better and they can do more. So we're happy where we are, and we are driving forward to kind of introduce more and more experiences and make more people enjoy nature, enjoy adventure, and eventually get them to believe what they are capable of. Most of the people are underestimating their capacity. So we want to change that.
Also, what sort of obstacles did you face throughout this whole process?
Well, the first thing was this was a novel thing back then. So we didn't know where to start, and we didn't know what exactly is the technical know-hows and all that. So it took about 2 years for us to do some research, and we had to kind of purchase equipments, and sometimes they were the wrong type. So it was a trial and error thing. So the first obstacle was getting qualified. So we believe that if we want to kind of convince people on getting into kayaking and getting into expeditions and that sort of nature-based and multi-day things, we wanted to convince them that you are with the right team. So we made sure that we have a team who is qualified, and then there was no official body in Sri Lanka that we could get qualified. So we had to kind of like go overseas, get trained, get qualified on kayaking, canoeing, and outdoor activities, and that was a huge obstacle, but that we overcame. And then it was the bureaucracy, and then a lot of people. It was a new thing, and getting permissions, convincing people that this is an eco-friendly experience, and because we operate a lot of our experiences in national parks, forests, which are like government controlled, managed by government, and to convince them that this has zero impact on the nature and the forests and the waterways was a challenge. Came along the permits and all that, and we had so many obstacles that we had to go through, to so many layers that we had to work to get to who we are today when it comes to permits. And the other thing is like the social dilemma. The parents wouldn't allow their kids to kind of like join this kind of experiences because they fear that, all right, this is very dangerous. If you get into water, you are bound to get some sort of an injury, or you might even drown. So that's the concept that we have right in Sri Lanka, and we're still working on it. So it was a lot of challenges that we had to face, like when we were changing that mindset. So like I think we have to give a lot of credit to those first few who believed in us, and they joined. Okay, when we were introducing kayaking services, first year it was like people were very skeptical about what we are doing and is it safe. So then then there's a cult that built up. All right, this is fun, and it's an addictive thing. So we have people who's kayaking with us for like 5 years, 6 years, and they keep on coming back because it's an addictive thing. So yeah, changing the mindset was like more or less the biggest hurdle that we had to come through, and we're still going on. It's an ongoing process, but we're happy where we are today. We have a lot of people who's interested in kayaking, interested in outdoor activities, camping. So those were the main ones. And then the final one would be like a business model that we had to develop, which has sustainability in it. And we went through a lot of challenges, especially first with the Easter tax, and then with the COVID. So sustaining a business during those challenging days was a tough one, because we believe in sustainability. So majority of our income goes back to the community. So we are proud to say that we have a business model that kind of like helps community and helps the environment, and also the economy in Sri Lanka in a smaller scale. So those were the challenges that we had, I would say.
Samira, so what is your go-to thing to do every day as a ritual in your life, in your day-to-day life?
Okay, so I wake up really early, so somewhere around 4:30. I do meditate, and I do kind of praise for everything that I have, a little bit of self-reflection, and then I would work for about 2 hours, basically on the laptop and all the official work that I have to do. So somewhere around 7:30, go for a coffee, and then I would probably about I love cycling, so I might do a little bit of cycling or workout. So and then I just take 2 meals a day, so I skip breakfast, and so then like after a cold shower, then I would walk another about 2 hours on marketing, and so that's basically it. And after that, I have a meal, and then I'll read a book about, say, 30 minutes, something that I do every day, and that's basically it. And then I go out with friends, maybe like learn something new. It's like a pretty often like free day that I have during the weekdays, unless I don't have a program. So the weekends, usually I'm in the wild, but still I wake up pretty early, and yeah, so when you're in the wild, when you're conducting programs, expeditions, as a course director, you have a lot of responsibilities. So like I'm pretty focused and busy on weekends, and yeah, that's my schedule.
So, Samira, here's a bit of an interesting question. What do you think is the difference between a realist and a dreamer?
Okay, so dreamer is a person that who always dreams of things and never takes any action. His dreams becomes dreams forever. But a realist is someone who has a dream. It's a big one. Maybe like everybody has to dream big, and like everybody deserves to dream big, and so. But then you are committed to go for that dream. So for me, my experience is like if I have a dream, and if I want to make it a reality, I have to make tough decisions.
Putting the effort, if I'm right.
Yes, and I have to let go. I have to learn to let go. Maybe your friends, maybe sometimes some of the people that doesn't belong in your dream. You can't make everybody happy if you're
Exactly.
reaching for your dream. And the most important thing is habits. You have to have the right habits to kind of like achieve your dreams. For an example, like if I'm partying all night and I sleep till about 10 a.m., I can't go anywhere with my dreams. If I have a dream, and if I believe that I deserve it, it's the most important thing is you believe it, and you believe that you deserve that, right? So then you should be able to make sacrifices, change
To the dream.
yes, change who you are for better. You have to be a better person than who you were yesterday.
Yes.
You have to have goals related to that dream, maybe like a roadmap. Sometimes it can take about 5 years, it can take about 10 years, but the most important thing is you still believe in yourself and you make fun of it, right? It's a dream is always a happy thing, right?
Yes.
And you have to enjoy life till maybe it's like 10 years down the line you're going to reach there, but that 10 years should be fun. You have to enjoy it. You can't be suffering, you can't be complaining, you can't be like blaming others and on your way towards that dream.
Exactly.
So for me, the dream is like you believe in it and you believe you deserve it, and then you make a fun approach to it. You achieve something every day towards that, and you have to be passionate about it. There's no dream and there's no passion, there's no dream.
Exactly. So, Samira, this question is mostly towards those who want to get into the industry. What sort of advice do you have to give them about regarding this business and this whole industry itself?
But the first of all is, I think if you believe that people deserve to be changed, they deserve to experience better things in life, and that's a start. This is a very challenging business. I wouldn't say it's a business. I would say it's kind of like a service that you do. You're changing people's lives, so you can't call it a business because money is not the most important thing in this service or like experience. You're providing a life-changing experience So you have to have your honesty, integrity. You meet various people, so you have to be accommodative to people. So you can't be in a situation that where you can get you can't get mad with people, because sometimes you believe like people ask stupid questions, like, but there's no stupid question, because that's a concern and you have to welcome that. So mostly the issue with if you apply a business model, something that's in a corporate world, this it might not work out, because we are working with people's emotions and their fears, their needs to become like experience something that they've never done in their life. So you have to be a kind of like a counselor, you have to be a friend, you have to be a partner, and you have to walk him through this. So it's not about money. The money comes maybe later. If you are passionate about changing somebody's perspective of life, and you do it with the safest and the best service that you can provide, so like that's our kind of like go-to thing. So if you're willing to step into this area, I think you have to do a lot of sacrifices, because it's not going to be a business that will give you instant results. You have to develop, you have to build trust, because people come to experience your adventures based on trust. If you're not trustworthy, there'll be no people, and you can't build trust over like 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. So if you have that patience for maybe like go on for like 5 years, 6 years, 10 years, and still maybe like you could be break even, or you could be even, you could be at a loss even like for first few years. If you're willing to make those sacrifices, I think the end, what you get is like, it's not the money comes later, but the satisfaction of people, or I did this without even knowing how to swim, and I had these fears and I overcame those things, and those are the compliments that you get, and those are the things that satisfies me more than the money. So it's a good trade, it's a very emerging trade, and you can earn a lot, but provided that you meet the basics and you're being trustworthy, you're being honest, you're being like accommodating to people's concerns. I think these are the things that you have to kind of like look into if you are willing to step into the trade.
So Samira, as a final question for today, would you consider yourself as a happy and satisfied soul?
I very much I am. So I'll tell you a story. So I'm not from this field,
Okay.
originally. So I was into corporates. I was a deputy director for pharmacovigilance. I'm a pharmacist by my qualification.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a total contrast. But I always felt this was not my dream. This was not my purpose of life. So I had that leap of faith, and I stepped out of corporate world and then pursued on what I believe in.
Your passion.
My passion and my purpose of life, changing someone else's life for a better. So yeah, I'm pretty much a happy person, and my quality of life also has increased dramatically. So I live a happy life. I eat good food, no stress.
I think that's all that matters in life, right?
Yeah. So yeah, satisfied. I think satisfied is an understatement. I'm overjoyed.
Overjoyed.
Living my life to the fullest now.
Awesome.
So yeah,
That's what we hope to see in everyone's life, actually.
I believe that's the goal for everyone. It should be. It's not bad that you do a corporate job. I'm not. But you have to be happy for whatever you're doing. You can't be complaining. That's what I mean.
Exactly. So that's all we have for today. Thank you, Samira, so much for joining with us. Is there any socials that you would like to let our viewers know?
So, if you're interested in one of our experiences, you can visit our website. That's www.ecogrip.lk. And also, we have our Instagram handle. That's ecogrip_adventure. You can follow us, and we are also in Facebook as Ecogrip Adventure. So, if you do wish to kind of like visit our website, go to our Instagram. We've got some cool videos, nice images of ordinary people like you who joined and done these amazing experiences and visit places that you can't believe that it exists in Sri Lanka. So yeah, we'll be pretty much happy to invite you for one of these experiences.
Awesome. So that's all we have for today, folks. Do join us with another similar episode on The Founder. I'm Sithika Ranasinghe signing out.